Dope, dope.
Welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. This week on Shitty Cowboys, we are continuing our quest through the haunted mine from the adventure A Town Called Mud. Let me get this creator's name real quick. It is Ben Hall.
Hot minute.
Ben Hall. So if you like this adventure, the chat bot actually just dropped a link in the chat, and you can pick it up and run yourself a fun old cowboy-themed adventure. Like I said, this is a part 2. So who wants to recap what happened in part 1 in the mine, or on the way to the mine?
It's all you, boy.
All right, well, let's have a think now. It was, well, of course, I remember it like it was yesterday because it only took us like a day to get here. So what happened was we went to the bounty board, and back in West Haller, we saw that there was a bounty there to clear a mine, a witch iron mine, owned by the cowardly sheriff, Chester Buttery. So we went there, agreed to go clear out the mine. We got up here after a little ride and was immediately assaulted by some zombies, led by Asimar, I think, feller.
I think so, yeah.
We captured him, killed the zombies. He said that Otho, the mine foreman, had turned to evil, and that there was an undead abomination wrapped in bandages. And I believe it was called a daddy. I believe that's what they call him. And what else? We found some, what we thought was some regular dead bodies just laying out in front of the mine. But it was, they had some ghosts attached. So we fought the ghosts because we do force damage now because we are possessed by the spirit of the Untamed West. We was able to fend them off. Also, I hit them with a lantern that I found, and that seemed to be doing pretty good damage against those ghosts. I think that's pretty much it.
That was that was really good. I'm glad you mentioned the lantern, because I was going to ask what the lighting situation was going to be, because you guys are on or outside of the entrance to this mine. You also found a what are those? It's like a building on the outside of the mine, kind of like the foreman's office. And it was missing a bed, and it had some papers and maps everywhere. I think you guys both rolled really bad, so I don't believe...
Oh, yeah, we didn't know what those big city words meant.
Yeah, so, and with all that, I think we're ready to, unless you guys have any other plans, start to creep on into this spooky mine.
Actually, I had a rather important business meeting I had to attend, but no, yes, let's carry on.
So, this mine is pretty much going to be exactly how you're picturing it. It's heading into the mine, the cold air smells and tastes, and it's just like damp with a sour metallic tang to it, and the rough stone walls are jagged in places and very close, so it's either going to be pretty tight shoulder to shoulder or single file going in, and shadows are very deep here, and just everything's kind of obscured outside of your lamplight. And deeper into the mine, you can hear these faint sounds of metal hitting against stone, and it sounds like somebody is still down here digging. And you see flickers of movement that are catching your eye as small rodents scurry and smaller bugs are trying to get away from your light as you all are going deeper into it. And the depths of this mine feel, even you two not being very magic oriented, it feels like there's some kind of energy pulling you both into this mine.
I am drawn to deep holes.
So
Can't help myself. I just got to plunge in.
who is leading the way and who is carrying the lanterns? Jambalaya still carrying the lantern?
Well, I suppose. I guess we're gonna have a little powwow for a second here, Sean. Because
All right, boy.
as you know, I can use my totems to turn into an animal. That night when you was getting healed up because you'd been shot and all that by that kobold fella back in town, I was busy whittling my totem into the form of a panther.
What?
Yeah, that's right. And I can turn myself into a panther now, and I'll be real good at sneaking.
No.
Only problem is, like, I won't be able to hold this here lantern. So, I guess I gonna have to hand it over to you, and then I'll go creep a little bit forward like a cat,
Work.
and then see what's what up ahead. Cause I can't go all jingly jangly with my chainmail poncho like I is.
All right, give me that thing.
All right. So, yeah, well, we'll hand over. John Valier hands over the lantern to Sean, and then using the power of his whittled cougar totem, he transforms himself into a cougar or a panther.
Awesome. And do you have the stats for that pulled up? I want to say you're probably gonna have dark vision, right?
It doesn't actually say so, but I guess as a monster it wouldn't necessarily list that it does. No, it doesn't say dark vision. It's up to you.
Yeah, let me see what I can find. I'm gonna do this. If Tabaxi have dark vision, then I definitely think that would make sense. Because, I mean,
It's a cat.
they're all cats, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah, they do have, Tabaxis have dark vision, so we'll
Cool.
say that you've got dark vision. Yeah, we'll say 60 feet of dark vision. I think that's kind of the usual. So we've got Sean Marston holding up the lantern, Cat. I'm trying to think of a cool.
You can call me Captain Cougar.
Captain
Yeah.
Cougar. Okay, cool. Captain Cougar, a little bit ahead. Is the plan forward going to be? You mentioned like sneaking. Is it going to be both sneaking and a little bit of distance between you, or what's like the formation gonna be?
I should think that Captain Cougar would take the lead a little bit with his sneaky panther abilities, and then maybe report back to Sean Marston in the rear.
Okay. So we'll head further down into the mine, and it's still, even with your cat vision, you're still seeing, you know, lots of rats, and like really big bugs, like the bugs from Lion King, the Timon and Pumbaa just love to gobble down. And you, after only about 50 feet or so, you come to your first fork in the mine. And we'll say that we'll just, for the sake of formations and everything, we'll say that Sean Marston is like 30 feet behind, or wherever his lamplight ends. We'll say like that's how far away he stays, and just kind of is staying up a little bit. So Jambalaya, or Cat Cougar, pardon me, you make it to the first junction that just has a simple left or right.
Captain Cougar's going to have a little sniff of the air there,
Okay.
and see if he can smell any signs of life, or say like a campfire, or something of a living human being, signs of a living human being down here.
All right, perception check, please. Make sure you use your cat perception or your cougar perception.
I will,
because it's
and
probably-
furthermore, I have keen smell, and therefore advantage on wisdom's checks that rely on smell. Right, okay, perception.
Oh, a 7.
But I do have advantage.
Okay, cool. 15. Noticeably
13.
better. The path on the left, you get a smell of some maybe a little old-ish food. It smells a little bit more damp than the rest of the cave. You know, the entire cave smells pretty damp. This section definitely seems to be maybe a pretty big majority of where that moisture is coming from. And on the path to the right, you get more of that metallic smell, the earthiness of stone and metalworking smell.
I'm going to go towards where the possible traitor mine owner would be, where the scent of food is. Take the left fork, I believe it was.
Okay. Yeah, you
Wow, this way.
make the oh look, it's Sean Morrison and Jambalaya behind Sean. Yeah, you head down deeper into this cave, and eventually, as it rounds the corner, you can see that it ends up being a dead end. You can see the entire wraparound of this room, and there is a small pool of water in the center of it. When I say small pool, this whole room isn't massive. It's probably about 30-foot diameter, and the pool of water in the middle is probably about 15-foot diameter, so taking up a good majority of the room. And then all around the edge of the water, along the wall, are a bunch of crates and barrels.
Okay. Do any of the crates and barrels smell like they might contain a traitor?
You can get a little closer and sniff them out again.
I got sniffing. Yeah, I'm gonna do some sniffing.
I feel like we're gonna have a lot of sniff checks tonight. Oh wow, 21.
Yeah.
You start to go to the first box, and you get this whiff of absolute, definitely 100% spoiled food that's been left here for way too long, way past its expiration date. And then you do get just a pretty decent smell of what smells like maybe jam, jelly, right before a gray ooze falls from the ceiling, landing just within a foot or two from you. So we will go ahead and roll initiative, as this jelly looks like it's trying to eat some cat tonight.
Thank you for not going for the obvious joke.
Also, I just realized that it looks like, for some reason, it's weird. When I roll from monsters on D&D Beyond, it rolls to GM, and it looks like yours is doing that too, Gerundu.
It's the same thing,
yeah.
yeah.
So, Sean, you're probably not seeing Gerundu's panther rolls.
My cat rolls, no.
Wow, Sean Morrison's going to be first, and then Jambalaya, and then the jelly. So, Sean Morrison, you probably, if we're saying you're about 6 foot away, you...
60?
I think that's about how far of circle of the light the lantern is, probably. I think it's probably 30 foot bright and then 30 foot dim. So I'm thinking you probably want to stay about 60 feet so that he's outside of that radius of light. But just down the tunnel, you would, have seen Captain Cougar enter this area, and then you would hear a pretty loud sloshing noise. Whatever that might mean to Sean Marston.
Right. I'm gonna run in there and I'm gonna pop off 2 shots right at him.
It is, yeah, you go in there, and as you round the corner with your lantern, the light shines around and illuminates this whole room. It's just nothing but these barrels and crates all around this pool of water. And you see right there Jambalaya, and then next to him looks like, for a moment, it looks like a stalagmite, whichever one's on the ground. But then you notice that it's got this like big maw opening up and leaning in to give a bite at jambalaya, and then you pop off 2 shots at it.
It's rolling twice, I think. Let me see. Nope, it worked.
And I am trying to find the stat block for this thing. Oh. One second. I'm pulling up.
Did I hit him?
With the 17, yes. Those will both hit. Oh, and it has the damage there too. So it'll be the first damage is. Okay, so, and their force damage. Oh man, that force damage condition on those pistols is a really big deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you pop these 2 shots off at this thing, and you see these 2 big chunks of the jelly just get blown back against the back wall of this room. And it's noticeably smaller now. It was, you would say, probably like a large before, which is fairly big. But it is now down to about Sean Marston size. And then we go to Captain Cougar.
Get him, Catman.
Captain Cougar's going to take a bite out of Grime. Does an 11 hit?
11 does hit this thing.
Wonderful. That'll be 8 piercing, biting cougar damage.
8 piercing cougar teeth. Piercing is fine. So that will be a total.
I mean, it is always damage roulette with these slimes and jellies and such, isn't it?
Yeah.
Captain Cougar knows.
So
Meow.
you get up. Sean, you are green.
Green.
Yeah. I don't know what happened in Zoom. Drunder, are you seeing him as green?
No.
Zoom?
What is going on? Yeah.
It's just you, man. I think the drugs are just kicking in.
It's the fucking ooze.
Okay, I don't know what happened, but we'll just.
It's all those
It looks normal
high-powered
on mine.
hallucinogens you've been taking.
Wait.
Yeah.
I'm not in Twitch, so I don't know what it looks like.
Yeah. Okay. Well, either way, you take a.
Oh, no, he has gone green in Twitch. Yeah, my bad, yeah.
You take
Not in
a.
Zoom.
I have no idea what it is. It's in Zoom for some reason.
Why did it do that?
It must be on just my end because it's not like that for Grundu.
No, I can see it now on Twitch, yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
So.
What is that?
I don't know, you're just green.
I'm gonna blame Kate.
It's this thing now. Its turn. The jelly.
It's not easy being green.
Captain Cougar. It tastes kind of good. But now it wants to turn the tables on you now and wants to get its own little bite. And
Can I stop the video and start it? Or won't?
yeah, you can try that. We'll get shifted around a little bit, but that'll be okay. So this thing rolled an 8 to hit your cat. Nope, it's still.
That is not sufficient to hit. Captain
I don't
Cougar.
You just really coolly slide and dip under, and it misses. And we're back up
Yeah.
to Sean Marston. This thing is looking not great. Let me see if I can do something on my end.
That's so bizarre.
I don't know what happened.
Try changing your virtual background, see what that does.
I wonder if it's something to do with OBS.
Because it's on my Zoom call. But Grundo, you don't see it green on Zoom.
No, it looks fine to me on Zoom.
Yeah, it looks exactly like the Twitch, but on Zoom. Sean, maybe leave the call and rejoin?
I can do that.
Try that. And if it, in worst case, we'll just keep it green. Worst
guys.
case, we'll keep it green.
Oh god. I hope he comes back because I'm fucked against a mine full of zombies. Yeah.
Hey, we haven't seen any zombies yet. Maybe you guys got them all. Right? Right?
That's the dream.
Yeah, you also, while you're now closer in here, and even though you had dark vision, now with the light from Sean Marston in here, you can see that there's also like a lot of. There we go. Much better.
That's weird.
Hey, green no more, boy.
You also see a bunch
He
of
is an impostor.
small animal bones, maybe even some human bones in the mix, scattered around this room. It looks like this thing's probably been having a good old time with whoever's been walking in here. Not anymore, though, because Sean Marston's up, and Sean Marston's last 2 shots dang near took this thing out, so...
I don't know how many bullets I have.
I reckon you've got like at least 15.
Yeah, you guys found that big box.
Because we got like 20. You got like 20 from Spirit of the Untamed West or some shit, and then yeah, you ain't fired like but 5. So I'd say you got at least 15. I'm real bad for keeping track of my ammo, but I know I didn't fire any last time. So.
Do more right at him.
Oh yeah, sorry, I'm a cougar, aren't I? Yes, Captain Cougar.
Go ahead and do 1 shot first, to see if we're gonna need that second one. That's gonna hit, and yeah, you can go ahead and save that last bullet.
Cool.
Because that shot, where it's kind of humanoid in shape now, in size mostly, you just take off the top chunk of it where its head would be, and then the bottom half of it just kind of slooshes down to the ground. And Jambalaya, or Captain Cougar, has just kind of got this gray ooze now just covering his body from the impact of the shot.
And then he turns around and does that thing cats do when they take a shit, and just like kicks dirt over it.
And then gets in your bed.
Yeah.
You mean walk
you
all
like
over
that,
my
don't you? You
counters?
like that, don't you, human? You like it when I shit in your kitchen. Meow. Yes. Well, is there any loot, I suppose, to compensate us for fighting this lump and misshapen thing?
Yeah, you guys could both make some investigation checks to kind of just search around the boxes and around the scattering of bones.
How good at investigation would I be as a cat? Let's have a look. Pretty good.
Sean Marston with the one.
Oh God!
Sean Marston's just like with a stick pointing or poking that jelly stuff.
That's a 1 out of -1 as well, so that would be 0.
Yeah. Well, that's with it. So he rolled a 2.
Oh, I see. That would be hilarious if you like rolled like -2.
Jambalaya, opening a couple of the boxes, you just see it's a bunch of spoiled food in here, and then there's barrels with like spoiled. Well, there's some which is like regular water. It doesn't smell the greatest, and then some that had like ale in it that are definitely just you wouldn't want to drink it, I wouldn't think. And then in the center, in the water, though, you do find what looks like a couple of... It looks like they were guns at one point, but now they've been mostly digested and ate away. All the wood on the guns are all ate away, and there's just some metal and iron and steel left on them. But you do find a handful of bullets. 7 bullets, to be precise. Just all scattered about, glinting in the light of the lantern in the bottom of this water.
Well, you'll have to you take care of those for now. My boy Sean, I'll don't have any pockets right now.
I'll take them. You don't have any
Right.
weird pouch or anything like that?
No,
You want to
I'm
be
a
wearing your
kangaroo,
clothes?
old boy.
You got like a kangaroo?
Nah, it's all right. You take them because you use them a lot faster than I do.
It's true.
Cool. But yeah, like I said, other than that, this room was just that circle. It doesn't really lead anywhere else.
Cool. Well, that was a bust. I guess we'll go back down the right-hand fork then. I'll slink ahead again as Captain Cougar and hopefully won't get ambushed by any more jellies or anything like that. Meow.
So as you turn around and start heading out the right way, you follow your tracks back. It's easy enough to find that fork that you went left on this time. You both head right this time. And this is a much longer stretch of mine that you're walking down this time before you get to any noticeable junctures, because you find what looks like at one point it was a caved in tunnel, but now, Captain Cougar, it looks like somebody tried to hastily clear away this tunnel.
Sounds like a guy who's on Brazzers or something, doesn't it? Like Captain Cougar, the erotic adventures of Captain Cougar.
Yep.
Yeah.
And well, this
Yeah.
this tunnel, it looks like somebody
Oh, gosh.
pretty much just cleared enough to be able to. For you, it might not be that big of an issue, really. It's a cougar, but for
You can slink on through anything, old boy.
yeah, but there's only enough cleared away that for a normal-sized human or Sean Marston, there would be some crawling involved because they only cleared a top layer of the stones to get past this cave-in.
I'll wiggle up there.
All right. Well, yeah. Squeeze through. What do my cattish eyes see?
Are we, for this one, are we still doing the distance, or are we staying together while you both get over that one? Over this?
Mm,
Because it's probably gonna take Sean Marston, a bit of time to. It's probably a good like 30-foot stretch of tunnel. That's gonna be pretty much him on elbows,
hands and knees.
army crawling
yeah.
through. Yeah.
Okay. But for me, it'd just be pretty easy
It'd
to
just
get
be
through there,
walking
right?
speed for you.
Cool.
But I just
Well,
know
guess-
Yeah, I'm only asking because I know that, if I wanted to let you know it's going to take him some time, because that way, like, if you ran ahead and then something happened, I didn't want Sean Marston to just be still just back there crawling.
Can I see how long the passage is? Like,
Sure.
cramped like that from the start.
Yeah. Yeah, you can hop on up, and it'd probably be kind of hard to see from start to finish where it ends and exits, but you can maybe go a couple feet in and see that it's only about a 35, 45-foot stretch right here. So for Sean Marston, I guess going crawling speed even. Well, I guess there isn't a crawling speed in D&D, is there? It's just...
I guess half your movement.
Yeah, I was going to say half, and then I realized, well, that would only be like 12 seconds. I'm picturing it in my mind. This would take probably like 3 minutes at least of Sean Marston crawling through.
Okay.
So however that wants to translate in distance.
Well, Sean, I think you're probably all right in here to defending yourself with guns. If I run through to the other side of this tunnel, see what's there, and then if there's nothing waiting immediately on the other side to bite your face off, we'll just come through that way. And then I can, I guess we'll do that. I'll go first, I suppose.
Sound good, boy.
Okay. That makes sense. So, Jambalaya, you're able to just hop on up and just, with your feline reflexes, run around on top of these jagged stones, and when you get to the end, let's see, there's a hard right bend right away, and then you can see the tunnel goes down about 15, 20 feet, and then another hard left bend this time. And I'm guessing your passive perception's probably pretty decent as a cat, I would think.
Let me just look.
If not, we might
that.
have to do
14.
14, yeah. With 14 passive, you can hear sounds of people working in that bend. You can hear even anvils and like hammers. Every once in a while, you get this big burst of heat that comes up this tunnel that kind of shakes off the damp, cold air of this cave system. But from this distance, with its two bends, you can't see anything. And then I think Sean Marston starts his crawl. Which I would hate. I get super claustrophobic, and like even like movies like As Above and Below, whatever, like shit like that, really. And watching like people like deep dive in caves, that is
Getting
not
trapped underground.
Yeah, that's not for
no sir.
Not for me. So as Sean Marston's just kind of army crawling on this rubble, back kind of bumping up into this ceiling.
It sounds horrible.
It does sound horrible. And then Sean Marston, you feel something grab your leg from beneath the rocks.
It's fucking awesome.
And you can look down, and I guess you're probably kind of got your lantern in front of your head moving. I can't really see any other way. But just with the dim light that's able to kind of get past your body, you can look down and you see some fingers that look much like the fingers of those first creatures you encountered on the road with Jambalaya. Definitely
bend
like.
at all?
What's that?
Am I able to bend?
Yeah, you could probably. Yeah, you probably got decent amount to wiggle around a little bit.
Like, gonna stab his hand?
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do a stab with disadvantage.
This is just like poking up through the rubble, right?
Right, yeah, so, oh, wow.
13.
Both really good, 14 and a 13. Yeah, you're able to, you notice as you're reaching down to stab this thing's hand, you notice that it's already missing, it's missing the pinky and the ring finger, so it doesn't have the greatest grip on you already. And then I think you're able to just, like, stab in and sever the thumb of it off, and then it's only got, the like, two pincher fingers.
So I'm free to go now.
Yeah, you're free to go now.
All right, I'm gonna bounce out of there.
Crawl away. Yeah, it didn't have enough grip strength or claws or talons or anything to do any kind of damage, but it slowed you down a little bit. And then
Up to them jeans. And some good, well-made jeans.
well-made jeans saved the day, and you were able to reconvene with Jambalaya.
Oh yeah, I ain't Jambalaya. I'm
Captain Cougar. And now you also hear that same. It sounds like people like smithing around these bins.
Is it people or is it zombos? I guess that's the question. It's going to be zombos, isn't it? Let's be honest. Yeah, go on then. Sneaky cat boy, go sneaky cat boy things round
Okay.
the bend.
Okay, let's do a stealth check and see how sneaky this cat is, or maybe you might kick some rocks. Oh, very sneaky.
I'm so sneaky, 20 sneaky. That's how sneaky I am.
Unnatural 20. So you were able to just go around that second bend, and inside of here you can see that well, first off, that heat, those waves of heat are getting more kind of intense as you're getting closer, and when you round the corner you can find that this is a chamber with these it's got this hot smelting apparatus in the far corner. It looks kind of like a forge. It's being worked by two different zombies that are working that one. and there is a person who is not a zombie, very much alive. Looks like a textbook foreman. You know, he's got a big hat, overalls, plaid shirt under his overalls, cowboy boots. And then there are, on the other side of the forge, in the other corner, there's a zombie with a big hammer that's hitting into this brick of what you can see is definitely witch iron. And a couple more things you notice about this room. You notice that there is a doorway or an opening on the far end, exactly opposite from the corner that you all came in. And you also notice that around this room, and even the last stretch of tunnel that you just walked out of, you've noticed that there's been these blue glowing veins of that witch iron in the walls. And it just seems like it's getting like brighter and stronger the more it goes in this room, and even when it takes that bend and goes through to the next door. It's like this, it's definitely getting more, it's a lot more of it than there was anywhere else in the mine that you guys saw. I don't think you guys have seen any yet. But they have not noticed you with your unnatural 20, so it's one living guy and 3 zombies in here. You also see, well, there's a couple other things. You notice a bed. Probably the bed that was missing from the foreman's building outside.
I would figure that this would be our esteemed Otho.
There's a wheelbarrow, like pickaxes and stuff lying about. So if you guys need a pickaxe, feel free to grab one here.
Well,
One up.
I'm kind of tempted to do the Panther's special move, which is pounce. So if I move at least 20 feet straight towards a creature, i.e. the human man, and hit with a claw attack, he must succeed on a DC 12 saving throw or be knocked prone. And then if I do knock him prone, I can then make a bite attack against him as a bonus action.
Damn, that's nice.
So I guess we'll try that.
Okay.
Captain Cougar doesn't like traitors.
Okay, so Sean Marston, you see Captain Cougar pouncing into the room.
Does the chat want to give me advantage?
Because that would definitely miss.
That would, yes, I'm sure that misses. What was that, Nate? Yes.
So if not, we will see Captain Cougar do his
goodness me.
feared special attack.
Rah!
Bounces it. Oh wait, Jeremy said sure. Hey Jeremy, what's up?
Right. Thank you. Let's see if this is any better. No.
It wasn't destined to be.
Thanks anyway.
So
darn.
you see Jeremy, it's well, you can use chat points, Jeremy. You probably got chat points for it. You click the little face or whatever that is in the bottom right corner.
I mean, I could probably buy it myself, to be honest. Like.
Oh wait, no. How do you?
But
do
it feels a bit cheap spending my own
Oh
channel
no,
points to myself.
it's a little orb that says channel points. Yeah, he gave you advantage, but
Thank you, Jeremy.
Not destined to be. As Sean Marston, you see Captain Cougar do a pretty pitiful pounce into the room, try to hit onto the back of presumably Otho, and with that, I think we'll go ahead and do initiative. But right now, Otho's just gonna think a big cat sneaked down here. It is whoa, Otho's not going fast. He's distracted by this dang cat that rolled up on him. Okay. Let's see here. Sean, can you roll your initiative too? Even though you haven't really seen exactly what's going on yet. That way we'll just... Damn, Sean Marston with the initiative tonight has been pretty nuts. So it's going to go Sean.
24.
even just taking that first roll, because for some reason it's rolling twice for you, Jambalaya, you will still be second.
Oh.
So it's
yeah,
going to go
shit.
Sean Marston, Captain Cougar, 3 zombies, Otho. Sean Marston, you're about... I don't want to have to put you the whole 60 foot outside because you would be able to kind of hide behind the bins as he was walking up there. So we'll say that you're probably like 30 feet behind on the first bend. But you definitely hear commotion going up there now. And maybe some cat.
I'm gonna run in there and I'm gonna shoot some of the zombies.
Yeah, so as you enter the room, Sean Morrison, you see that now there is your buddy, Captain Cougar, on the floor, like not on his prone or anything, but like right next to the human, who is right next to 2 zombies, and then 1 zombie in the opposite corner.
I'll take out the 2 closest.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll 2 shots. Do you want them to go at the same one or 2 different ones?
2 different ones. Split it up.
Okay. I don't know if you guys remember how easy it is to hit these things, but it is pretty easy to hit these things.
A 20 and a 15.
Those are both going to hit. So for 8 damage for one and 7 damage for the other. Yeah, these shots go right through these zombies, and you don't see any kind of blood shoot out the back or anything. It's just as if they're just walking made out of clay or something. They are not bleeding. Jambalaya, you want to try to redeem yourself somehow?
Well, I suppose as Captain Cougar, it behooves me to do a ferocious biting attack with a 7.
What? You rolled an 8-7-7. Ah.
Captain Cougar doesn't have the favor of the dice gods.
No, Captain Cougar
Just
is...
of the ladies.
Yeah, just
The
running
mature
around.
ladies.
Taking nips at Otho's pant legs, trying to get a hold of them. It's just not working out in your favor. Zombies. Ooh, I should have done that, but I'll do that next time. One of the zombies is going to, the one that's by itself, is going to walk towards Sean Marston. Oh man, zombies are pretty slow. Let me do some calculation real quick.
Yeah, I was gonna ask, are these fast? Slow zombies?
No,
Zombolosity.
they've only got 20-foot movement, and this room's pretty big, so it's just kind of shambling towards you, Sean Marston. You definitely think that next round it can get you.
So that dude with
Maybe.
dude getting run over by a steamroller in Austin Powers just stands there.
Yeah, I guess Sean Marston could just take a couple steps
Slowly back away.
Yeah. So for now, that's all that one does. The other one is one's going to definitely try to hit the cat. Without his plus even, that's going to be a 20-something.
Well, that'll hit the cat.
And that is going to be... Wow, 2 points of damage. High
A whopping
roller.
2 points of damage. Captain Cougar is bruised, but that's it.
The other one is... Yeah, the other one is going to also attack Captain Cougar, who attacked its master. And wow, another 18. Let's see if I get another 2.
Yeah, that'll hit. All right.
What is going on? The roll 20 just keeps doing the same rolls over and over.
Yeah.
So they're just kind of
Hacks.
they're just kind of like swarming on you, Captain Cougar, and
They always do.
then Ortho is going to say, "What in tarnations?" And he is going to... I mean, this cat keeps trying to bite him. He's got 2 attacks. He's gonna do 1 to each. Sorry, Captain Cougar.
He's gonna pet you under the chin.
He's gonna scratch your chin for a 14. Does 14 hit?
14 does hit, yes.
That's gonna be for 5 piercing damage.
Oh my lord! So I've taken 9 so far. I've got four cougar points left.
Ooh, that's as he has this pretty wicked looking dagger, and he
That's
stabs
wicked
you.
looking dagger, bro.
And then he takes it out and turns towards Sean Marston and throws that dagger at him
Motherfucker.
for a dirty 20.
Oh my god.
So that's gonna be 6 points of damage as that sticks in your shoulder, Sean Marston.
Ow, boy.
And then he holds his hand out, and the dagger just teleports from your wound in your chest to his hand.
Fucking son bitch.
And now we are back up to Sean Marston again. Sean Marston, you got
two
that?
shots
Yeah.
at
Alright.
that dude, and one of them's gonna be a disarming shot. I'm gonna take that shit out.
Oh, nice. Cool. I love the
First one.
grit shots you guys get.
Oh.
I should have said the second one.
That is going to hit this man.
Oh. 12 damage too.
Oh, shoot. I need to get a notepad up now that I've got multiple things HP I need to track.
12 damage. Dang.
That is a
From shot-
lot.
from shot to the hand.
And now he makes a saving throw to not drop that.
Let me see. Make sure. I
Oh,
think you
that.
said we just had it, so why it's not on my sheet.
Okay, well, either way, he rolled a nat 1 with a +0 to strength, so that thing is gone. It goes flying across the room. I just realized that means that you guys are probably about to get a dagger returning, isn't it? If you guys make it out alive.
You've got the boomer hawk as well, Sean.
I forgot.
Who needs bullets anymore?
Don't forget about the boomer hawk.
I don't know if I put it on here yet. But that's why.
Well, the other shot, where is that shot going, Sean?
At his face.
Oh, at him still? Okay, yeah, that's going to hit too. Okay. He's looking real roughed up. His hand, he's missing several fingers now with that 12 points of damage in a disarming shot. We go to Captain Cougar. Captain Cougar, we gonna get a...
Let's see if we can finish this job with a successful bite. A 12.
Finally!
Yay! 6
Finally.
points of damage. Your
That's
lunge
not...
at his throat.
Yeah, you're clawing up towards his throat, and he's still gonna be alive. So I think instead of ripping a big chunk out of his throat,
Bite
out,
into his collarbone or something instead.
yeah, and it leaves like you get a big rend of flesh that you rip off. Because this, I really like that this campaign, this series campaign. Whatever is probably our like grittiest show we do, and I like it because it's like Cowboys,
Definitely.
you know what I mean? Like Cowboys, I like it to. I picture it like a more gritty of a story. Yeah, you rip a big chunk from his collarbone as it goes to, I believe it was it is zombies next. Sean Marston, that one. You didn't back
Still
up
walking
and
backwards.
Oh, do you want to say you did say you were gonna walk backwards? Yeah. Well, okay, we'll say that. We'll say you just took 10 feet, and it's almost there now though. It is.
I say, are you moonwalking over there? Meow.
I am. That's what I'm doing.
It's moonwalking.
Okay,
Invented by Sean Marston.
And then, I mean, the next two, they're just kind of, flailing at this cat now, and they look hungry. They're going to be in for a big surprise if they drop this cat down to 0 HP and a big man pops out. Oh, I think they're about to.
Looks like it.
Four
That's
points of damage.
Precisely the amount required to. Here. I guess I'm jambalaya again. Surprise, motherfuckers!
I like this. I'm gonna make this other one make a strength saving throw or get knocked prone. As you just fucking like somebody pulls the emergency thing on a emergency
in one
wrap.
hand and Bowie knife in the other. Like, surprise, motherfuckers!
And it does. That one falls over and lands on its back as you pop up. Cool. It's Otho's turn. Now that you're this close up and Jambalaya, you can see that Otho doesn't look all there. Doesn't look quite right. He looks really pale, and he's got, just coming out the collar of his shirt, you can see these like black veins that are creeping up his face.
You look like you got the itis there, boy. I got the cure.
Oh man. He wants to run, but with Sean Marston there. Dramatic pause.
Yeah, I remember a time I was a cat. It was just now. Fought a gray ooze, and then went a little bit further down. Didn't do too good at biting, but I was a cat for a good time. Spoke like a real fancy gentleman with a meow and all that good stuff. Weren't quite as exciting as the time I was married to the bear, but nevertheless, get your excitement where you can. Do I need to play for time any longer there, boy, or you?
No, it's good.
All right, cool.
He is going to. I had to look up Misty Step.
All right, that's nice.
Yeah. I had to see. I wanted to know if you could Misty Step, kind of like Dimension Door, but Misty Step literally says you have to see the spot you're trying to go, so he can't like go through walls with that, unfortunately for him, because now that means he's gonna have to stand and fight because Sean Marston's blocking the exit. Jambalaya is pretty much blocking his other exit further into the cave. So instead. He's pretty pissed off at Sean Marston, to be honest, after those really big shots and knocking his favorite dagger out of his hand. So he's going to cast Eldritch Blast at you, Sean Marston.
I'm going to sidestep.
I'll go ahead and just roll his D20 because I don't remember. Okay, I'm not even looking up the spell anymore. I was trying to get it pulled up. He rolled a 3. You sidestep it. And it just goes way wide, and it is now back up to your turn, Sean Marston. You got one zombie about 10 feet in front of you.
2 more shots. One at the zombie and one at him.
Cool. I was gonna say he may very well, just based off his wounds he's got. Oh, you're gonna have a misfire.
Oh,
That's poop. Oh, well, yep.
Only on one of your guns?
Yeah, so with that, which one was aiming at who? One gun, you hear that click
The
that
first
you
one
know.
was the zombie, so.
Okay, well, he had 9 HP left, so you can describe what that second shot looks like. So I picture you're like splitting the difference. The zombies on your right, closing in on you. He's on your left. You try to fire at both, and one shot rings true, and you can tell you hit your mark. The other shot just clicks, and that zombie is just getting there.
All right, it was a dick shot. It was accidental.
Yeah, of course it was. An accidental dick shot.
Let's just replay like the last 6 seconds for the benefit of everybody. Like, so Jambalaya has just stopped being a cat and appeared in front of this dude, who's then, in his surprise, fired an Eldritch Blast at Sean, which he sidestepped. Is then returned fire with a quick shot from the hip and shot this guy in the dick to finish him off.
All the while, this
Oops.
zombies
don't
just
pay, boy.
creeping up on
Goodness
him.
gracious. Bad boys, what you gonna do?
He drops dead. Um,
God.
the
I know I'd rather be
zombies,
arrested by Chester Buttery.
the zombies all start to look around. Jambalaya, you're like right next to this guy's corpse now, and you notice that he's got another one of those amulets like Griff did that has a piece of witch iron in it. And as soon as he drops and dies, you see it crumble to dust. And then the zombies are going to look around, rather confused. And then the two that are... well, I guess it's not their turn yet. It will be Jambalaya's turn first. It looks like they're all kind of slowly turning their attention towards... the dead Otho.
Well, how many did you say there were?
There are 3. 2 have been shot. 1 has not been
All right.
shot.
Okay, and how close are they all to me?
2 of them are, I mean, right
Up on
on.
me.
So there is one where the forge is, the smelter. It is pretty hectic. It is pretty much you, 2 zombies, and the dead Otho, all on like a 15-foot space. I'm picturing you guys like really crowded around on there because it was a pretty big melee brawl between you 4.
I want to grab Otho's body by his legs and swing him and see if I can just at least like push these other 2 zombies back with the dead body of the overseer.
Okay, that
You know,
sounds
doing
like
a
an
giant swing,
athletics.
just
Yeah, that sounds like an athletics check to me.
all right, athletics. I'm reasonably athletic for a man in my advancing years. That was a nat one.
Roll 20 is not treating you very well tonight, Jerome. Dude.
No, it ain't. Ain't at all.
Yeah, you try to pick this guy up by his feet, and man, he wasn't the tallest, but he is definitely packed in his little body. He is very stout, we'll say that.
All right. Well, that didn't work. Never mind.
But then the zombies start to like trip over you and swarm this guy's body and start just chowing down.
Yeah.
The one that was
exactly.
going to Sean Marston also turns and walks over in that direction to
Oh,
get him a
yeah.
bite.
What that feller say? Eat, eat, eat. Here you go. Chow time, boys.
And at least for the moment, those 3 have become preoccupied.
Well, how difficult would it just be to just, like, smash the heads in while they're just eating this
Yeah,
guy?
we'd probably give you guys give you advantage on all of your attacks against them. 2 of them aren't looking super great. The other one hasn't been hit yet, but yeah.
I'm gonna lasso all 3 of them together.
We could do that and stick him in the smelter.
Yeah, let's do that. I like that. That'll work.
Crowd control. That's how we do it in mine.
Yeah, I mean, I mean, they use lassos for like fucking bulls and shit. So I'm guessing that it'd probably be big enough to grab 3 dead half skeletons. All right, do it. Do a lasso with the advantage, Sean Marston.
What am I even rolling for that?
It's a net.
A net.
I think you got a net in
type.
your inventory.
It would be the same to hit as whatever your firearm.
Let me see it.
You could also
Yes.
go to manage equipment, add a net. Because if you don't have that, we need to get you one. Because
Yeah.
That's not in
you
here.
guys both will definitely have a lasso.
Got it. Let me see. Oh, what,
I haven't seen the numbers pop up yet.
yeah, it didn't pop up for me.
Come on.
Yeah. I heard the roll coming, but yeah. No numbers.
What
It's just
the?
D20, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I guess just roll nat 20. 8 and roll another nat 20 or a 20.
How do I fuck
What's
that
your
up?
plus, Gerundu? Because I mean, well, there
Mine's
are.
plus. It's the same for me. It's the same plus as it would be to like use my gun.
Well,
So
their
it's
armor
plus.
class
It's
is
plus
8,
eight.
so
Yeah.
the 8 would
So,
hit
yeah.
anyway.
Yeah,
Zombies
mine's
aren't
plus
very.
8. So with that, I'd be like rolling a 16.
Yeah,
Or a
yeah.
13.
No matter what,
So-
even if it was a plus 0 somehow, yeah, you would be able to get them lassoed up.
I think Sean's is even better at shooting than I am. So.
I think it's +8 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what it is for me.
So you guys got 3 zombies tied up.
All right. Well, I guess we're gonna shove them in the smelter.
Just head first.
Yeah. Quick, most efficient way, surely.
They're pretty much skin and bones at this point. So I was gonna see if like between the two of you, if it made sense to require a roll. I think you could just do it because
It's gonna
between.
burn my lasso up though.
Oh,
That's
how are we
all
gonna
right.
do that?
I mean,
I'll get a new one.
yeah.
Buy a new one when we get back to West Hollow.
Well, it's just some rope, ain't it? We'll just buy some more rope.
Yeah.
Ain't difficult.
All right, you guys grab them, and they're still like, even though they're tied up, as you're picking them up, they're like trying to snap at Otho's body, like eat more, and then
You greedy bastards.
drop them on in there.
That was fun. Let's go home. Oh no, wait. We gotta fight the daddy.
Yeah, you see that opening in the cave that goes further down into the mine.
All right. Well, I ain't so sneaky no more, 'cause back to being a big old feller. Ain't smooth and suave. But I suppose I got a rifle. I'll get that in my hands for a change. And yeah, we'll push on towards it. Oh, make sure to pick up that returning dagger that feller had.
That's gonna be nice. Yeah, it's literally just a returning dagger, which it might be a +1 dagger. I'd have to look, but it's at least you can throw it and just make it pop back in your hand.
That's pretty cool. Everybody likes a trinket like that, like the boomerhawk.
Boomerang,
Oh,
yeah.
the Tommy Rang.
Tommy Rang.
Yeah, so I guess we'll go up peering through that next opening. See what
Okay.
we can see.
It's another tunnel system that snakes around a little bit, and you are seeing more and more of those veins of witch iron going down, and they're having this like blue aura glowing around them as it's getting further and further, deeper and closer to this, what now you can see is a door, a wooden door ahead of you. And everything else aside, you two think that if you're able to make it out alive and actually clear out this mine, it's gonna be worth quite a bit. I think you guys are gonna be getting 40%?
Door? 50%. It was a
50%.
50-50 split.
50-50 split.
So-
So both of you guys get 25%.
That's right.
You think that if you can make it out alive, this is probably definitely gonna be worth it, money-wise.
That's a fancy door.
It's actually kind of a shitty looking door.
Oh,
And-
well, it's a shitty looking door with a fancy looking mine.
Gerundo, me and you both did pick the same picture, by the way.
I thought so. It was the easiest one to obtain in a short amount of time. All right, so yeah, I guess we get ready for the door and see what else we can find in there. Gonna be a daddy.
Through this doorway, you see an octagonal stone carved room, and you see some kind of ritual seems to have already begun. The room is strewn about with skeletal remains of humans and animals. There's a lot of mining tools scattered about. Inside of there's a circle of bubbling, churning red liquid, and inside the circle is the daddy. It is
My God, my daddy. Not my daddy.
there's a metal urn on a dais in the center of the circle that is between you and the daddy. And then you see these thin, swirling strands of violet energy that are connecting the daddy and the urn. So, ante up, partners. Time to bag you a varmint. That's exactly what the adventure says.
All right. I'm going to say that was
Oh my
uncharacteristically
goodness.
fleshed out.
The
What
daddy
a
rolled
mind you
a
got
1?
there. Daddy got a 1.
Come on, daddy.
Come on, daddy. I try
So the
not to
daddy
come on
is,
like that.
it looks like it was maybe
See,
once.
my first roll there was 21. I
Yeah.
didn't mean it. Yeah, that's pretty good. All right.
So the daddy looks like it was probably at one point maybe a tiefling, because you can see a tail and some horns that look similar to a tiefling. But other than that, in between the gaps in the bandage wrappings, you can see this like dark leathery skin and glowing green eyes. On its shoulder, you see a winged, some kind of familiar. It looks almost skeletal. And, yeah. Sean, will you roll some initiative? And then let's get this party kicked off. I think you're going to go.
Let's open up the belly.
Wow, and I was
Look at
thinking...
that. Look
What
at
a
that.
4.
I was thinking Gerundo was going to get to go first once.
I don't mind. I'll let the young fella go first. Love to watch him leave.
Okay, well, it's your turn first, Sean Marston. Right now, it's the the daddy, the cauldron, the phylactery, the
Excuse me.
winged familiar, and bones everywhere.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna use my last crit point and do a winging shot at the daddy.
What does the winging do? I forget.
Knocks him prone.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
cool.
that was if they failed a strength check for sure. You said last time.
Okay, cool. Attack that
2
daddy.
shots though.
Attack that daddy.
27 to hit. Oh, and a 24 to hit.
Jesus.
See, it's
Yeah.
like Sean's getting all of the roll 20 energy to himself tonight. He's
That's
hogging
all
it.
right. I'll just be over here, fucking tonguing the cat's butt or whatever the fuck it is I do.
Well,
Meow.
those are both gonna hit.
Captain Cougar.
I rolled
One.
another 1 for a strength save. So you knock this thing right on its butt, this daddy, and you do a total of 22. That we need to check some character sheets. This seems crazy. Okay. Yeah, the bullets get lodged in the body, and it's
Wait, and that second one's a crit too, because it's a 19.
oh motherfucker. So Sean, you can roll another, or do we do the full damage on this one, or do we do a roll for the?
You what?
So when
it'd
we
be
crit on this show.
the first one's always full, right?
Okay.
So
Yeah. So
What was
roll
that?
up. So that's gonna be plus 10. Cause he already did max damage on that roll too. Holy shit, Sean Marston.
So he just gets an additional D10 or whatever it was.
Yeah.
then.
So that.
D8.
Wait.
What?
One of your guns is jammed,
Oh, that's right.
Oh yeah.
and I am saving that. I'm gonna. I'll be nice and we'll say it's it was the first shot, and we'll give you the
Forgot.
crit still. But we'll need to do a tinker check to try to fix that gun. And I'm mostly saying that to try to make this thing at least stand a fighting chance. So if you want, Sean, you can go ahead and make a tinker check. I think it's just a dex check, straight dex check. Okay, yeah, you get it unjammed, but that was like unjamming it this round. So you still got that one crit off and knocked him on its butt. And then Jambalaya's turn.
All right, well, I'm gonna do the sharpshooty thing. So I will do a long rifle attack. Don't get my normal modifier.
Ooh.
That would only be a just a mere 20, but that does an additional 10 points of damage for taking a -5.
What are you guys doing?
Well, I took a -5 to hit, so I
Yeah.
get plus 10 points of damage. That's 16 force damage.
Yeah, as this bullet goes into the thing, first you see it, like as soon as it makes contact, you see in that area a small shimmer of this purple, and it looks like probably some kind of mage armor maybe, but it just goes right through that. But when it hits into him, it's like it's hitting into like a just like a solid stuffed dummy, like stuffed with sand, where it's just not having any kind of noise on impact or anything, but you just see these bullets going into his the daddy's body. And now I think the daddy gets to go. So first, the little skeleton thing on its shoulder is going to, I guess it's not on its shoulder anymore after it got knocked on its butt. It's going to fly up in the air, and it throws down these two, looks like from this distance, two teeth, and hits them into two different piles of bones. And those piles of bones stand up, and you are looking at a what looks like a skeletal wolf and a skeletal skeleton, a human skeleton. And then what can the daddy do? Well, oh, yes. I wanted to do this really bad. Because I don't think I've ever got to cast this spell.
Ruh-roh.
So you see just an explosion of right near the door and where you guys are standing. It's like filling most of this room, where it opens up and these long tendrils all slap out of these portals all around the room and just beat the hell out of you two. You will need to both make strength saving throws or take 2d6, and you can't make reactions. That actually
How
doesn't
about
do
an 18, motherfucker?
Oh, at least max damage. So, yeah, you'll take half damage, but you don't suffer any ill effects. So you both will take 6 points of bludgeoning damage from these things just smacking around into you. Skeletons. What's that?
I got a 10. I got a 10, so.
Well, that just means you just can't take reactions this round, which I don't think you guys have much reaction stuff to do.
Nope.
Let me see if these skeletons get to move now or if they have to wait. No, I have to wait. Dang it. All right, we are back up to Sean Marston.
I'm gonna pop 2 shots.
Yep, you
Okay.
fixed your gun now.
See here.
Whoops.
Oh, trying to drop something.
Another jam.
The same gun. You thought, yeah, I got this fixed. I got it. And you're quick against a fucking gun. The other one is gonna hit, and it's gonna, again, 11 points of damage. Yeah, it goes right into the chest. This thing is just like getting lit up with shots because he's now stood back up after the last attack. And Jambalaya, you are up. You got two skeletons near you guys.
Guess I'm gonna do exactly the same thing again. Just shoot the daddy, because
I'm picturing.
he seems like pretty unpleasant fella.
I'm picturing you guys like kicked in this door and just fucking like a movie, like a SWAT team just kicked in the door.
It's like the Boondock Saints or something. Like, just walks in.
Yeah. Well, that one's gonna miss.
God dang it!
Yeah, it hits, and it's just that blue or that purple light just actually stops that bullet midair and it falls down to the ground.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
I can agitate my swarm.
Yep.
I got my pocket wasp. I forgot all about him.
How'd you forget about
Wake up, boys. We got some serious business to attend to with this here daddy.
Okay, so you agitate them this round. They'll be back up next round.
Yeah, for a minute.
Okay. So, skeletons. I'll have the wolf's gonna run up to Jambalaya. Nature's turning on you, Jambalaya.
Hey, there ain't no nature in this here bone wolf.
15?
Nope.
Damn it! And I know a 6 ain't gonna hit Sean Marston. So these things are at least on you, and kind of, looks like they're gonna be able to do something. The thing flying around up in the ceiling throws 2 more teeth down, and 2 more regular skeletons stand up. So there are now 4 skeletons in this room with you two.
Well, fuck.
And the daddy is going to... Oh, there's a different thing. There's arms of Hador.
Bless you.
Hunger.
Bless you,
Excuse
boy.
me there. Yeah, it's all this goddamn mummy dust. Daddy dust.
Daddy does. He is just...
I don't even want to know what that is, but it sounds bad.
Let's see. Okay, he will be doing a Eldritch Blast, like he taught his buddy Otho. Okay, what's his plus to hit? A 5? That's not gonna do it, is it, for anybody? Man, this thing
No,
isn't
sir.
doing super good, and you guys are. We're back up to Sean Marston, and this thing, you see it now with those bullet holes in it. Those tendrils from the urn in the center are growing weaker to it. They're getting skinnier.
God dang skinny tendrils. All right.
It's Sean Marston's turn.
I'm gonna pop off 2 more shots.
Well, one gun's broke.
Pop, pop, pop.
You can
Oh
try
yeah,
to...
you gotta fix it, boy.
Oh, that's right.
It broke again.
Oh my god. Come on now. You gotta have you fix. Whew. Gotta fix your shooting irons.
What was the save? What was the
Dex check.
dex save?
Yeah, it's only 12, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not. Yeah.
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 You whooped
Okay.
his ass, boy.
So you can use that gun again next turn, but this turn we'll have just 1. 16's gonna hit 4 points of damage. Yeah, those tendrils, as that bullet goes past its mage armor, they're almost like non-existent now. It's just barely flickering, tying it to that urn in the center. It's looking like it's probably not going to last long, whatever that ritual is, and it is now Jambalaya's turn.
Well, I guess I'll try and do. Well, I'll just pop off a shot at him. Since we stood here. 18.
That's going to hit, and you can describe what it looks like, Jambalaya.
Well, as the force of the bullet enters into his stuffed sand-like daddy body, the dad bod, as some people call it. The force bullet, it just ricochets around the inside of him, dingling about, till eventually it zips out the entry wound that Sean shot into his dick, and as if it was a kidney stone from hell, and fizzles out against the far tomb wall. What a way to go.
And at that, the skeletal winged flying creature kind of looks around, skittering, assesses the situation, and will pop out of existence. Who knows where it went? Either Misty Step, plane shift, teleport. It did something.
Get back here, you pussy.
And at that, the skeletons all fall and hit the ground. Back to bones.
Well, I guess the old saying's true. You really need a daddy to stiffen up your opposition.
And
anyhow, any more bones to pick?
I think that was the last bone to pick, at least in here. Actually, oh, sorry. I thought this guy may have actually had some loot on him, but I think I was wrong. I think it was just Otho that had some stuff on him. But yeah, if you guys want to head back to West Hollow and let good old Chester Buttery know.
Oh yeah, because I need to find out whether he found that kobold again, because if he ain't, I'm going to have to take him outside and beat him up in the street in front of everybody, because I said I would. I'm a man of my word. I can't let Chester think that I'm going to let him backslide into his recidivist ways. So yeah, let's go see what Chester's doing.
So yeah, heading back through the dark, nasty cave. No more undead surprises. That one zombie hand is still there, but it's just kind of, like I said, it's just two fingers now. It's just kind of scratching at you guys.
We're gonna call him Two Finger Joe. He's just gonna be like a mascot in the mine.
Mascot.
Hello. Give the peace sign for the rubble.
So you guys get back to your horses. It's nighttime still because we have not yet taken a long rest. So I think instead of heading down this kind of steep mountain in the dark, it probably would make sense to maybe take a long rest in this little house.
Well, I mean, what we could do is we get our horses to go. We get Ubo and Hollywood to go side by side. We string us up some hammocks in between the two of them. We sleep all the way back. I don't know. I've never tried it before, but I think that's a winner.
Let's do it.
We could try some animal handling checks for that bad boy.
Formation hammock carrying.
Yeah, let's have
All
two
right.
animal handling checks. We're gonna need 2 successes. Sean, do you remember what Ubo's down to? Oh, it doesn't.
Oh, mine was down to 16, but it doesn't matter.
Hollywood does not want any of your shit. He's like, get this fucking hammock off me.
He's bucking and kicking and like, whoa, Hollywood, now, come on now.
You think like, it's a good plan. It's a good plan. You just gotta train the horses a little bit more.
It's fine. You just gotta, you don't want to be that close to Ubo. Don't know what those boys been up to out when we've been out here. Looks like they had some kind of disagreement. Anyhow, I guess we're right back to West Haven.
Okay.
Boom, boom, boom,
Are you gonna
boom,
do
boom, boom.
long rest first, or just?
I mean, it was what, a day's travel? Or
Yeah.
half a day's travel?
It's nighttime right now.
Yeah, may as well, and then we can go in the morning.
Okay. Well, I think that would be a good stopping spot for the night. You guys camping out, tying up your horses, and sleeping in this
Alright.
little cabin. And with that, let's go ahead and do all of our housekeeping stuff where we talk about all the other stuff we've got going on. Gerundi, what you want to talk about?
Book, Dice Talk. Dice Talk is the show that drops on alternate Wednesdays from Shitty Cowboys. We are going to do a big recording session tomorrow. Just most recently, though, we had, I think, the episode with James Introcaso dropped, I think. But yeah, anyways, that runs alternate Wednesdays with Shitty Cowboys, and we'd love it if you checked us out. That's conversational interviews, and sometimes just myself and Jeremy just chatting about law topics or DMing or various topics related to tabletop RPGs. Obviously, Shitty Cowboys, thank you for watching or listening to us on here. Obviously, I am John Malign Pendergrass, or sometimes Captain Cougar Meow. I am Silas Lancaster in Roll for Weird, which should be returning to your audio devices soon. And then, of course, I'm Flex Gristle in the Morris Bloodsport Association, returning this Monday, I believe.
Yep, should be.
The 8th. No, it's not. It's the...
11th.
It's a date. 11th. That's right. I get confused because I'm unemployed now. And yeah, I think that's about it. I don't think I'm doing anything else. Although I'm probably open to it, especially if you're going to pay me. Hit me up, please.
Sean, you got anything you want to talk about? Last time we talked about your headphones.
No,
That's true.
Still can't find a PlayStation.
Hit me up. And yeah,
can't afford one.
We've got a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
popping.
me neither, really.
We've got a lot of stuff popping off on the network. We've got like 3 or 4 new shows coming up very soon, and one of which Gerondu and I are about to record an episode for. That is called Lore and Pour. It's pretty much drunk history meets
drinking the big beer.
drunk history meets Dungeons and Dragons lore. We've got 2 episodes up on our Patreon right now. One more. We should be putting up probably 2 to 3 more that will be on the Patreon for the month of January, and then February 1st that will be going live on podcatchers. But then all those episodes are probably going to be just trickling in. So you can sign up for as low as $1 for our Patreon and get all of those episodes early right away. And yeah, we've got another space-themed D&D show coming out soon called Eclipse, and a Shiver tabletop RPG show coming out. And then, yeah, just check out, all the other shows on the network. Half for the Heroes, One Shot Onslaught, Dice Talk, Roll for Weird, this one, and I might have missed one. I'm sorry if I did. But, yeah.
That's pretty crafty.
That's pretty crafty. Twitch stream, yeah. Go check them all out. Leave us all 5-star rating and reviews on all of the shows.
And come and hang out. Come on. Blah, 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 blah. You can tell I'm preparing for Law and Paul. Come and hang out with us on Discord if you don't already. We're a good group, and we're very active on there, and you'd be very welcome. And I will make kissy faces at you.
All, like, non-stop.
Just all the time. Like, stop me, somebody.
All right, and then we'll see you back on this show here in 2 weeks. Thanks, everybody, for watching.
Be on
and listening.
down the trail.
Bye, everybody.